Hey guys, happy Monday. Can you already believe it's June? How in the world did this happen? Oh, it's crazy. So I'm sure most of you guys were watching the news this weekend or hearing the news, and there are a lot of sad things going on in this entire country right now. But the one thing to remember is to love one another, to really think about your friends or anyone you want to meet and think about what's on the inside, what's in their heart. Think about what we learned when we learned about Martin Luther King Jr., okay? How he protested because things were wrong, but in a very peaceful way, right? And he didn't want people to be defined by the color of their skin, but by their character, remember? So that's something we just have to remember in this world, that we care about each other. If their skin is different than ours, who cares? That actually kind of makes this world a better place. It'd be boring if everybody looked like us. So just remember that. We're here to care about each other, and it doesn't matter what they look like. And if the whole world felt this way, we'd be in a much better place. So anyway, just want to put that out there. You know, we had Kindness Week, and it should be kindness every day. So I just want you to think that way and think about your choices when you speak to someone, when you meet someone, even maybe your own family members, okay? Appreciate everybody for who they are inside. And in our hearts, we have good. And that's what we need to practice every single day. That's how we practice pause. All right. So I needed to get that out because I feel it's important for me to say to you guys. And I'm sure you're hearing the same thing at home because your parents care a lot about you and they're good people just like you. All right, so now we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna get right back into phonemic awareness. We're gonna start with rhymes, and I'm gonna give you a word, and then you'll give me words that rhyme with that word. Okay, and we've done this before. So if I were to say the word day, what could be a word? Something you love to do at recess time. You love to play, right? Or maybe a certain color. You got it, gray. Or please don't go, I want you to stay. Can you think of any others? Okay, thank you. Oh, just gave you another one. All right, what about the word back? What is a word that rhymes with back? Maybe we have a whole bunch of blocks and we're gonna do it with them. Stack, Or another color. Black, exactly. And you can run on this, maybe, can you think of it? Track, any others? All right, nice. All right, and our last word, well. What's a word that can rhyme with well? Maybe you can, smell, or something you might find on the beach, comes from the ocean, a real pretty, shell, you got it. When you're thinking about words, you're like, how do I, this word? Yeah, you got it, spell, what else? Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is, let's see, I'm going to say a word and you're gonna tell me the first sound of the word, okay? The beginning sound. Last week we did the final sounds and now we're gonna do the beginning sounds. So what is the beginning sound in practice? What about training? Kind of gave you that one. Exactly. Stuff. Stand. Again. And flex. Good work. All right, so I am going to blend some words and then you are gonna tell me the entire word. So we're not gonna do syllables like we did last week, but we're gonna go back and just do every individual sound for the entire word, okay? So if I do I, the word is try, exactly. Oh, let's try that again. And I realize I'm doing it like syllables. Let me try that again. And what's the word? Friend, good. It, E. What's the word? Pretty, good. Train. What's the word? Train. App. What's the word? Trap. Oak. What's the word? Broke. Ease. What's the word? Trees. Nice. Ab. What's the word? Grab. Good. And one more. A person's name. Egg. What's the word? Great. You got it. All right. So now we're actually going to be doing blends at the end of this week. As we're thinking of digraphs, they're also blends. So a digraph is when two letters come together to make a new sound. We learned that last week, as in sh or ch. A blend is when you put two letters together and they keep the sound. So if you have an S, and a S, and a K, it becomes sk, so you could still hear each sound. So I want you guys to tell me what blend you hear at the end of each word, okay? So if I have mask, what is the blend you hear at the end? Sk. All right. So how about this word? Dust. What would be the blend? Not the last sound, but the blend. St. Okay. And again, if this is a little confusing, a little tricky, kind of just follow along. And once you get the hang of it, just jump in. And if you already have it, then jump in right away. What about clasp? What is the ending blend? Sp. Pest. What's the ending blend? St. Risk. What's the ending blend? Sk. Good. And the last one, cast. What's the ending blend? St. Well done. Okay, so now I'm going to say some words and you are going to put it into each individual sound, okay? So here we go. We have drain. What are the sounds? D. Ain. Good. Brass. What are the sounds? B. Ass. Good. Crab. What are the sounds? K. B. Trap. What are the sounds? T. P. Breeze. What are the sounds? B. Ease. Graph. What are the sounds? G. Cramp. What are the sounds? K. P. Nice. Grub. What are the sounds? G. B. And one more. Fresh. What are the sounds? F. Sh. Well done. All right. So now I am going to have the end of a word and I'm going to add a beginning to create a new word. Okay. So if we have red and I add sh to the front, the word is shred. Okay. So let's try that. We have reek. Try that again. Reek. I'm going to add a sh to the beginning to make it shriek. Nice. I have re. I'm going to add a th to the beginning to make it three. And if you notice, right now I'm adding digraphs. After I'm just going to add sounds, like single sounds. What about this one? Rain. I'm going to add a g to make it grain. I have rag. I'm going to add a b to the front to make it brag. I have ride. I'm going to add a p to make it pride. Good. And the last one, I have rub. I'm going to add a g to make it grub. Good. All right. So now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to start with the full word. I'm going to delete the beginning, and you're going to be telling me what the rest of the word still is, okay? So if I have sport, I'm going to take away the s, and I'm left with port. Good. I have train. I'm going to take away the t, and now I have rain. Good. I have a trap. I'm going to take away the t, and I'm left with wrap. I have grain. I'm going to take away the g, and I'm left with rain. Nice. I have swing. I'm going to take away the s, and I'm left with wing. I have rim. I'm going to take away the t, and I'm left with rim. I have grip. I'm going to take away the g, and I'm left with rip. I have throw. I take away the th, and I'm left with row. I have crate. I'm going to take away the k, and I'm left with rate. And the last one, I have clip. I'm going to take away the k, and I'm left with lip. You got it. All right, so now I am going to be changing the words. But this time, instead of changing that middle sound, I am going to change the beginning blend. So remember before we did ending blends where we have two letters that work as a team together, even though they keep their original sounds. So this is what we're going to do, but we're going to be deleting and then substituting the beginning blend this time. So I'm going to have short. I'm going to take away the sh, put in a sp to make it sport. You got it. So I have a brain. I'm going to take away the br, and I'm left with and I'm going to substitute with st to make it stain. Good. I have trap. I'm going to take away the tr, put in cl to make it clap. Nice. I have please. I'm going to take away the pl, put in fl to make it fleas. Nice. I have stand. I'm going to take away the st, put in a gr to make it grand. I have stop. I'm going to take away the st and put in cr to make it crop. Nice. I have trees. I'm going to take away the tr, put in sn to make it sneeze. I have grab. I'm going to take away the gr, put in sl to make it slab. I have broke. I'm going to take away the br, put in cr to make it croak. Good. And the last one, I have friend. I'm going to take away the fr, put in bl to make it blend. Good. All right, you're on it. All right, so last week we were talking about digraphs. And some of the digraphs we did last week were the following. And actually, I'm just going to redo it here. So we have the digraph SH, which is what? Sh, exactly like in the word. And what that was? Shirt. Okay, so we did the sh sound like in shirt. We also did the digraph w, as in, not the best drawing of it, but I think you remember this one. What is that a picture of? Supposed to be a picture of? A whale. And another one we had, you remember what that one was? Exactly, as in, what was that word? Chicken, exactly. So today we are going to actually add 3 more. So this, we already know what sound does that make. K, exactly. And we use CK. So CK is a blend that we usually see at the end of a word, as in, let's see. I'm thinking, oh, something that we see that we kind of put like on, not a push pin, but that is actually a tack. T-ack. So note the CK, the K blend, or digraph rather, goes at the end of a word. All right, that's a little tip there. Another one we have is this, kwa, kwa. So usually the Q doesn't really work on its own. It usually needs the U to make a word. As in myself, the royal. I wear my crown on my head, which makes me the what? Queen, exactly. Okay, so we're gonna do the K, CK, QU as in qu and queen. And then we're also gonna add this one. This is still the G sound. So remember how I said they work together? It's kind of like this right here, right? It's still W, and this one's G, as in this word. What is that a picture of? You usually see that at Halloween. A ghost. Okay. So those are the digraphs we are going to be working on today when you have your paper. Oopsies. Almost lost you there. All right, so the paper that we're going to be working on is this one. So hopefully you have it. It's called 2 as 1, 2. I know. And it says fill in the blanks with the correct digraph. Draw a line from the word to its picture. Okay, so first, notice the different pictures here. They are not next to the word. All right, so you're going to have to look and go, I know that's a ghost, chair, shell, I gave you that one earlier, tack, whistle, quarter. All right, and then you are going to fill in the digraph. So for instance, I see this word, so I'm going to put in the SH digraph to make the word shell. And then I'm going to draw a line from the word to the picture. Okay, that's an example. And the rest you're going to do on your own. And when you're done, come on back and we'll do some writer's workshop where we're going to work on something new. All right, see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to adjust this camera just a little bit and hopefully not drop it. There it goes. All right, so we are actually going to do some letter writing and we're going to have some fun doing our letter writing. We're going to do persuasive letter writing, and then later on today we are going to listen to a story of persuading. So the word persuade means to really get someone to do something you really want to do, or go somewhere you really want to go, or play a game you really want to play. You're really trying to convince them. So we're going to be doing some persuasive writing, and we're going to do some letter writing. But the first thing we have to do is we have to brainstorm some ideas. So the ideas we're going to brainstorm, we have things I would like to have. So like maybe a toy, a pet, something like that. Maybe you have a specific one, maybe a game of some kind. Things I would like to do. So maybe something you've been dying to do. You can think of all those things. Or places I would like to go. And you're going to try to persuade your parent to get this. And that's not going to say that it's going to happen, but it's fun at least trying. Okay. So let's see. Things I would like to have. Let's see. I would like to have a new computer because my computer is hating me these days. What else would I like to have? I would like to have more sleep. So we can't buy it, but I could sure convince someone and give them ideas of how they can give me more sleep. What else? I would like to have 1 hour massage. That would be awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick with these for right now. I'm gonna move on. Things I would like to do. What would I like to do? I would like to train for a half marathon. I don't know if my knee is gonna let me. I've already run 3 of them and I really want to run another one. So things I would like to do, train for a half marathon. But here's the thing, I have kids, right? So I can't do that unless someone watches the kids. So I have to come up with some ideas. What else would I like to do? I would like to, let's see. Ooh, this is a tough one. Have a girls' night. So just with some friends. Have a girls' night. And I don't know, I'll think of some other ideas later. And then places I would like to go. I'm dying to go back to Maui. I'd like to go back to Paris. There are several places I want to go in Italy. Let's see, where else? Fiji, New Zealand. I actually have some friends there I'd love to visit. Oops, New Zealand. Okay, so that is what you guys are going to do. You are going to brainstorm ideas because every good writer has to have an idea first, okay? And think of things that you are going to persuade your parent, all right? And then the one that you really, really want the most, you're going to circle it at the end, okay? So go ahead and get going on that, and then I'll see you back in a little bit for some math. All right, bye. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had some really fun ideas for your brainstorm. And we are going to do another thing that we've actually already done, and then we actually have questions on, well, hopefully it came up on the back. I don't know, or maybe you have 2 pages, depending on how you printed it out. So we did this last week where you had to count certain things. Remember when we had the vegetables? So you're going to do the same thing, and they've actually already done an example for you. So the first animal, I believe, is an insect. So you are going to count the insects, you're going to tally them, and then you're going to write the number next to it. So you're going to look for every single one of these, and let me read them to you. And if you don't know them, you can also ask a parent. So we have insect, we have fish, birds, cats, and dogs. Okay, you're going to tally them and write the number, and at the end you're going to write the total, which is how many in all. And then on the back you're going to answer the questions. So we have, honey, how many more fish are there than dogs? So you're going to go back to the front and you're going to compare. And how many more? So I'm thinking maybe a subtraction problem. How many more insects are there than birds? Which 2 type of animals total the same amount? So that means they have the exact same number of how many there are. What type of animal is there the fewest of? And how many animals are there all together? And guess what? You answered that already by doing the grand total. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you guys later on during our Zoom Read Aloud. See you soon. Bye.